for the folks that are listening in here, and we may be sharing new concepts, we may be developing on existing, how do larger organizations kind of manage that change to a more inclusive design process? And are you involved at that level? Have you any insights? Have you seen anything interesting going on there?
Yeah, I mean, we certainly are, because I think I mentioned before, this way of working, fundamentally people understand us as a kind of a progressive brand and experience design studio. And then when we actually unpack like how we work, a bit of it is an education at first, and a bit of it is, doing that work to disarm them. But what we tell people, what becomes really understood quite quickly is you just really have to know who your work is going to impact. And so it's just having those questions. Design Justice actually has a great framework that actually explores kind of the Venn diagram of who will be impacted by this work, who will benefit from this work, who will be harmed by this work, who needs to be involved. And so we use that in a lot of cases. We work with nonprofits, we work with startups, we work with established organizations looking to launch new brands and products. And we look at that lens, and that allows us to have like a wider aperture for who we bring into that process. So people who may never even be end users of the product, but they might be people in the community who there's a, kind of tertiary impact to, but hearing those voices in that process early on will definitely shape kind of your strategy and your understanding. I think at like a surface level, you think about a brand, I think everybody has these stories who've had a misstep with a product launch and incidentally, offended or harmed someone in some way. That's a very quick example of a way that businesses can take advantage and organizations can take advantage of this process. But I think more meaningfully, we just see the outcomes be just richer. You can speak to a wider audience, and you have kind of better thinking and more informed perspectives in that work.